center. And what that shows, and what your story showed in the coup in Korea and what happened to Bolsonaro, I mean, we're at war. Think about, we gathered here last year, President Trump, the primary season was just starting. There was no assurance he was going to be the nominee, although we all were working for him and felt that. There was less of a certainty, although we felt it in our heart and we're working on it, he was going to be President of the United States. And in fact, that journey started at CPAC in March of 21. After the election had been stolen, President Trump went down and had, besides the core of MAGA and CPAC and the grassroots, had no support at all from the
about 47 days.
47 days.
A little more, but about.
And there's certain prominent conservative network wouldn't show him live for 2 years, wouldn't show the CPAC speech live. Remember, if Donald Trump did not win on November 5th, they were going to drop a superseding indictment the next day. Donald Trump, the indictments of Jack Smith came to 300 years in prison, and they wanted Donald Trump to die in prison. Just like they want President Bolsonaro to die in prison. Just like they want President Yoon to die in prison. The stakes we're playing, look at, we couldn't be playing for higher stakes. And they don't think they've lost yet. The deep state, the administrative state, what's happening in this very city. Next door we have 600 volunteers who are the tip of the spear of the precinct strategy and getting out the vote. And they're geared up. Why are they here a day early for CPAC, which is their big annual gathering? They understand we're still at war. This story is far from over. They indicted one of the best men in this world yesterday in Brazil on nothing, to send him to prison to die. Just like they want Trump to die. Just like the Chinese Communist Party wants you to die. And this is far from over. Yes, we've had days of thunder, and it's amazing. And every day there are 10 or 12 things. And we're on offense all the time. But they've got the judges. They've got courts. They still have immense power. They still have the media. They have all these global billionaires. And if you look at our partners, you look at the parties and the politicians and the youth and the grassroots movement throughout the world, Europe, South America, Central America, Asia, it's now our time, and this is when it's going to be the hardest. Because they're not going to sit there and go, oh, okay, we see what you guys want to do. You're about liberty and freedom. They're not about liberty and freedom. They're about controlling the most powerful apparatus in the United States and in all these other countries in world history, and they're not going to give it up unless we take it from them. And when we take it from them, we then have to execute on that to make sure we deliver on the promise of liberty and freedom. And that is a grind every day of the week. That's why I'm proud to be here at CPAC. And I'm proud to see the people that come consistently. And if Matt Schlapp and Mercy had not had the courage to invite Trump 47 days after they stole the election, when the entire, essentially conservative media, the entire Republican Party, all the donors turned their back on him, we wouldn't be here today winning. But we are far from victory. November 5th is just another day for them. Every day it's a struggle. And if you want to see what the stakes are, you look at an individual that's one of the finest men in this world. And you think they learned the lesson from Trump? No, here's the lesson they learned. Get him in jail. Because the only way we're going to win if we imprison him. That raises the stakes. I'm proud to stand here with Bolsonaro. I'm proud to stand here with the South Koreans. We have a fight on our hand. And we have to let them know there is nothing they can do that will defeat us.